quite nice. We had a bit of a problem at the very beginning because we could not really hear you fully in sound. But when you that this has a very open and not any small part of hesitation to it, but just you come. Could you try this once again? I like very much the second part of it. Okay, so, sorry, Adam, very nice. But so that you use also to do something a bit different from the scale. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And then work yourself up in these waves so that every wave is a bit more than the one before, and by that we will achieve that we are kind of fascinated, and we will be thrilled to follow your ideas, so to speak. Yeah? Yeah? Let's do it once again. Very nice. Bravo. Really, bravo. And now I'm asking after the is it necessary actually to do this one so much again? Because when you like made your point, and now you are starting to follow up what you presented at first. So could we go from? Do you have bar numbers in your yes, from the sixth. Would you be prepared, and would you be prepared to try a different articulation? Is this possible? Sure. Because since you're you have a bit the danger with having a lot of similar legato that it is it's not boring, but it is not as thrilling as it could be, probably. Yeah? Okay. Yeah? And even shorter. Sorry. So then, Adam, even in so that there is a bit more light, a bit more leggero articulation for the small chumps. Yeah? Okay, good, bravo. And next question, we have a section from this where you started until we reach the G once again in bar 13 on 1. And this whole thing is consisting of the same pattern, but what is the melodic nature of the pattern? It is declining. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. So, and are you familiar with any of basic, like speaking music, rhetoric things? Maybe. Have you ever heard of, maybe not, whatever. I'm just asking. Have you ever heard about, it's Greek terms, anabasis and katabasis? Or something? Yes, you heard about that?
Yes.
So, anabasis means when it goes up, it is normally intensifying, because when the speech melody goes up, it also means that you get more and more intense in what you are saying. And of course, vice versa, when it goes down, it has a certain relaxation, which of course is never something that is totally linear, but always in certain waves, of course. And yeah, if we could follow these possibilities a bit, then perhaps we get even a bit more natural speaking attitude to this, because you take the prelude to lead the audience into the whole piece, followed up by a collection of typical dance forms, and it's like you are talking. You are having your monologue. Yeah. If you would try once again from this where we started before, so the peak of the opening phrase, and then try not to completely stop. You see, then you can get into, and as soon as everybody has understood, okay, then you're starting a new thing, and you can start this section that leads then, and that's also a very important rhetoric small part to it, when you have do you have the music in front of you so that you can see, or do you have it in? Yeah, okay, I think it's easier. Yeah, that's great. And hopefully the music also has bar numbers.
Yeah.
It does. Wonderful. So if you look at the bars 19 and 20, the first note in 19 is an F. The first note in 20 is an E. And this step is very important because it constitutes a rhetoric figure of a question mark called interrogatio. Oops, okay? So we will not have time to deliver the full history of how this came into music, but it is there, and Bach was very much aware of that. So it's not by chance that he came up with this. That means in these two bars, sorry for my singing, but yeah, you have the idea of asking an important question. It's like you address an audience and ask the audience, so, what are we going to do with this? And then the question is so strong that you yourself are not so really sure how to answer it. And that's the next section, and this is also a rhetoric figure. It's the figure of uncertainty or doubt. We do not really know where we will end up. Yeah? It's called dubitatio in Latin. And if you follow this, then actually when you come to 27 in A minor, we will have a kind of a story told. You understand? Okay, so let's for one last time start at this bar number 6 And first you have this catabasis decline, then you start working yourself up, culminating in the question place 19 and 20, and then you are like uncertain how to get out of this question mode. And only when you come to A minor, we have a certain safe ground, so to speak. And of course you will not stop there, but you go on. Okay, can we try this, please? Okay, yeah. So, you see, if you, of course, you can also make a strong point by suddenly getting much softer. But then the getting softer must not lose inattention, because you will never ask an important question without inattention. Of course, you can either ask, do you really think? Or you can also ask, do you really think? You see, in terms. So, of course, it's possible to play a question piano, but not in a relaxed piano mode.
Okay.
You get my point? And
Yes.
so now we start, please, in bar 13. And also here, if you look into 16 and 17, the first beat, it would be actually, at least in the common editions we have from Anna Magdalena, and I think it's just better not to have everything the same kind of legato. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. I think, Adam, yes, I think you got the point. I mean, it's up to you whether you want to follow this up and kind of re-evaluate what your concept of playing this whole prelude is. Just also, when I listen to no matter whether you play actually or which is also fine, but try to make more difference between what you play legato and what you play detached.
Okay.
Yeah, so that it's not just I have 3 notes slurred on a bow and then I have just 1, but it doesn't make a difference. But try to really speak, pronounce, and articulate. And actually, I think the listeners will, after 7 bars of, or 6 bars of be done with that. Now, when you go on in A minor with the you still have the same thing. Oh. Maybe in danger to lose everybody listening. Yeah? So perhaps try to have a different articulation, and why not having everything detached for a couple of bars? Can we go from 19 once again? 19 and ask us a question. Good, good. Thank you, thank you. Very nice try. Very nice try. I think it is. And when you then start like to get carried away, it's really like if you know what you're talking about in principle, and then you have the feeling, okay, yes, and now I even add one more and one more. Then try to follow this, because you started something. And then suddenly you seem to lose interest yourself. I'm talking about the bars 30 and 31. And I think it would be nice to keep this up and to achieve something when you come to F major. And when you then come to C major, that's fine to make this, yeah, small exhalation of. And now let's see where we can put it. Would you go from A minor once again, from 27, please? Okay, good. Adam, just one more thing, a question. How much do you actually, when you work on something like this solo stuff, how much do you consciously look into the harmonic situation?
I mean, I understand the harmonic progression. I've analyzed the chords and whatnot.
Yeah.